Hey, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah. Oh,
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas back again with another rendition of Truth Be Told. Now, I didn't see anything really major going on in the news this past week. The only thing I saw that everyone just kept talking about is that stupid fucking Snow White. Like, who gives a flying fuck? We all knew the show was going to be terrible. We knew it was going to fail. It was going to be bomb, trash, whatever. But a lot of these YouTubers, they think they got to be first to review something. So they'll go out and they'll spend money on the movie, even though they're all like, don't watch this movie, don't give Disney your money. They all go out and do it anyway. It's just fucking retarded. They're stupid. But anyways, I'm not watching it. I don't care for that kind of crap. I'll stick with the original version, which I liked. I don't care for a lot of these remakes that Disney's doing, live action remakes. I don't care for them. I think Snow White's retarded. Same thing with the Barbie movie. I didn't watch the fucking Barbie movie. I don't give a flying fuck. I have no interest in watching that stupid shit because I knew it was dumber than shit. Anyways, enough of that. That's really all I saw. I saw that Netflix is coming out with an Adam Sandler's Happy Gilmore 2. I might watch it. I don't know. It may be okay, but it didn't look like it was like really that majorly funny, even though I like most of Adam Sandler's movies. I don't know. I've not even watched The Cobbler yet, so I think that was like one of the last ones he did, and I haven't even watched it yet, but I might check it out. I don't know. Maybe. Everything else is the same old with Trump and Elon and, you know, them calling the left terrorists, destroying Teslas and crap. I don't like the Cybertruck. I think it's ignorant looking. It's dumb. In fact, I think all electric cars are stupid. You don't need them. They're a pain in the ass to work on, and they cost way too much money to have them fixed if something goes wrong. Rather stick to carbon. Anyways, the last thing I saw was in the news was the whole supposedly like the Democrats, the left is trying to rally around fucking AOC. These people are so fucking dumb. Like, AOC is the dumbest motherfucker on the planet. I mean, she's idiot. And what is it? She should be in jail. She's supposed to be been prosecuted and arrested by Cash and Pam Bondi for the shit she was pulling with the illegal immigrants. But no, she's still free. I mean, these fucking politicians, dude. I'm telling you, I don't care if they're Republican or fucking Democrat. The rich, like the CEOs of all the media companies, They should all be in fucking jail. Same thing with the CEOs of the big pharma. They should all be in jail for the crimes they've committed against the people. But guess what? The rich don't go to jail. They never do. Especially politicians. They always get away with the shit. Crimes. They commit murder and they won't do anything to them. Anyways, moving on. So as I've said before, even if you don't watch the channel regularly, you've only seen a couple videos or you don't watch it at all, it only takes 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button. It doesn't affect you or your channel whatsoever. It just helps this channel grow. So please subscribe. Also, I have another channel. It's called Easy Does It. The link is in the About section. Check it out if you like gaming vlogs and reviews and reactions to other YouTube channels. Okay. Again, subscribe. So I told you I had some shows on the back burner. One of them I watched not too long ago was a sci-fi show. Well, I'm not really sure if you call it sci-fi. It's more drama. It's called Jericho, and it was done in 2006 through 2008. I think it had like 2 seasons, if I remember right. I think I watched like 2 seasons, and that was all I had, and for good reason. The show was just okay. Let me give you the plot. The plot is that you had a bunch of terrorists who went out and stole some dirty bombs, which is nuclear bombs, and then they went and set them off in certain cities, like Chicago and I think New York, and there were several cities that they set them off in. However, there was one that they didn't get to set off. There was the guy from The Walking Dead, the black dude. He was like a CIA agent or some shit, FBI or something like that. Anyways, he took the bomb and hid it. He was undercover trying to infiltrate one of the cells, terrorist cells. He stole the bomb. And then he went and hid in a little town called Jericho. I mean, go figure. He took his family and brought them with him. Even though they weren't together anymore, him and his wife were no longer together. He went and grabbed her and his 2 kids and took them with him to Jericho with the bomb. Now, his wife didn't know at first what was going on. She later finds out in the 2nd season and starts helping him. The boy never figures it out, but the little girl, she does eventually figure out something's going on, so she tries to help him. In this town, there's this guy who shows back, the main guy. He shows back up. Of course, his parents, his father's the town mayor, whatever. They're arguing over money, and then the bombs go off. Everybody's stuck in town, and then you have several disasters that's going on, and they're all trying to stop it, like the fallout from the rain or whatever from the nuclear bomb. That was closest to him. I think Chicago was the closest. I can't remember what town it was. Denver, maybe. They were in Colorado or something. I can't remember what state they were in. anyways, there were also complications between his ex-girlfriend and her father. He's like a smuggler, bad dude or whatever. But anyway, a bunch of drama crap that's going on like a soap opera in this fucking town. There's another guy who wants the mayor position, and they still think they should run like a regular American town, even though nuclear bombs have gone off in most of all the major cities in the U.S. And through the entire show, they're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. There's even a mercenary group that shows up and causes a bunch of trouble. They get in a fight with the next town over because the next town wants their resources. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just ridiculous. It's drama, 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 drama. It's not really a real sci-fi, especially when they're literally ignoring the fact that bombs pretty much went off and they're just still acting like they're this whole hokey poke town out in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's just ridiculous. Anyways, the second season, they bring in there's like a few fractions of like the government that wants to be the new government of the United States. And they bring that into the whole mix in the second season. And they're fighting these other governments and shit. And supposedly in the books, there's a series of books. I think it was comic books. I'm not sure. They continue on with the war between the factions that want to be the new government in the books. But in the second season, they end it. They bring in this guy who was like the leader of the terrorist organization, and they get in a fight with him at the very last episode. You don't see or hear anything from this dude. You think it's this other dude that used to work for the government, and it's just, I don't know, it's screwed up. But yeah, they ended it there. This show, I don't know, it was just, I didn't really care for all the drama. It could have been way better, but they screwed it up with all that drama crap. I didn't care for it. I give it 2 thumbs down. I didn't like it. Wasn't my type of show, really. But I watched it anyway. Okay. That's it for that. Let's get on to your B movie reviews. Alright, Movieholics, this week is Action Week. And I went with a couple Clint Eastwood movies. I've done the first 3 Dirty Harry movies in previous videos, past videos. So I'm doing the last 2. The 4th installment is called Sudden Impact. It was done in 1983 and it made about $68 million. uh, worldwide. Of course, it stars Clint Eastwood, but his wife is in this, or his ex-wife. I don't know if they were split again at the time. They got divorced and back together like 2 or 3 times. Her name is Sandra Locke. Now she's a good-looking woman. I'll admit that, but apparently she was really a pain in the ass to live with, according to not only Clint but his son. Anyways, the story is, you had a bunch of these in the 80s, like the early 80s, I don't know, throughout like the late 70s and early 80s, you had a bunch of these stories where, the women are getting raped, and then they want revenge, and they go out killing the guys who raped them. There was a bunch of them. It was just dumb, because that's normally not the case. So it was just dumb. It was a bunch of feminism crap that was pushed in Hollywood at the time. But anyways, this is basically one of them type of revenge stories. Sandra her character plays a woman that her and her sister were raped, and she goes, I don't know, she waits like 10, 15 years or something like that, and then goes after everyone who was involved. There was one woman that was involved in it too. She's the one who got them to come to the little party they had or whatever under a boardwalk. At an amusement park is where they did it. There were several guys there, and she's the only woman. She was one of those foul-mouthed, just rude women, sailor type women. But anyway, she brought him there and presented them to the guys. I think she was kind of a lesbian too, or some crap. I don't know, maybe part lesbian, because she got involved too. But anyways, they got raped, her and her sister, and then, like I said, like 15 years later, she shows up killing them to get revenge. Harry, Clint Eastwood's character, he ends up getting involved in the case. He realizes he's after some type of serial killer, and he chases the serial killer to this one particular town, which Sandra shows up. She ends up moving there, and he shows up at that police station trying to find out what's going on, because there seem to be several people in the town that's connected, including the chief of police. His son somehow was involved in it, but you later find out his son's now gone mentally. He can't function. He had some type of car accident or some crap, and now he can't take care of himself. He's that far gone. She's about to let him live towards the end, because he's like the last one. Well, no, he's not the last one. He's next to the last one. She's about to let him live, because the chief of police is there and tells her what happened to him, that he couldn't take the guilt. He tried to off himself. She starts to let him live, because he can't do. He's screwed. He's a vegetable. Um, but then the last guy, he's got a couple of thugs with him, and he shows up. There's this big shootout between Clint and these guys, and then he ends up, of course, killing them all. And that's the end of the movie, except for they ask him who the killer was. They say, is it this guy? Because he's carrying the murder weapon, this 38, which he took from the woman, from Sandra's character. The guy took the gun from the woman, so they naturally assume he was the killer, the serial killer. And Clint knows better. He knows what's going on. But he goes ahead and says, yeah, it must have been him. I think it's over. And he looks directly at her, and she nods her head, and then that's the end of the movie. It was okay. Not really. To me, it wasn't really a Dirty Harry movie. It felt off. Like I said, there was a ton of them grape revenge movies back in the late 70s, early 80s, and it just seemed like he was exploiting that, because it was done by Clint. The movie was, so I don't know. It's okay. It wasn't horrible. You had some decent actors in it. Just the story was kind of lame and boring. I give it thumbs up, thumbs down. It's okay for a one-time watch. Alright, moving on to the next one, which is the 5th installment and the last of the Dirty Harry movies. And it was called The Deadpool. It was done in 1988, and it made about $35 million. Besides Clint, it started Patricia Clarkson, and Liam Neeson was in this as well. He had a big part in it. What was funny was, at the very beginning of the movie, I actually saw Jim Carrey in this movie at the very beginning. Like, he had a tiny tidbit part where he gets killed at the beginning. I was like, what the hell? Jim Carrey, jeez. Anyways, they try to play Guns N' Roses, and he's supposed to be lip syncing to Guns N' Roses at the beginning of the movie, and he can't do it. I mean, he's way off. It doesn't even match. I guess he didn't really know the song or the lyrics. It was just funny looking. But anyways, the name of the movie says it all. They create what's called a Deadpool, and what that is a bunch of, Liam Neeson plays this character who has, he makes movies and shit, and films, horror films. Anyways, him and his staff have a little game, like a gambling pool. They predict people they think that are going to die soon, from whatever it's natural causes or some crap like that, an accident or they get killed or something. And they create a list of I'm not sure how many it was. I think it was 8 people. And they're all celebrities. But that's the Deadpool, that's what they're doing. And of course, Harry Callahan, he's on the list, which doesn't make him very happy. He's pretty pissed off at this dude for putting him on his list. But there's this serial killer, and he's going around and he's actually killing people on this list that was created by Liam Neeson's character. Not everybody else's list, just his list. Like, there's several other lists, but Liam Neeson's characters list. This serial killer is killing them off one by one. And like I say, Harry's on there and he's not too happy about it. Anyway, there's this reporter that shows up and tries to get the scoop and blah blah blah, and of course they become an item or whatever. So throughout the movie, the serial killer is making it look like Liam Neeson's character is the one that's doing the killing, but Harry finds out that he's not, and he finally catches up to the serial killer. He finds out who he is. He goes after him because he came after him and his partner, and he also comes after him and the reporter at some point in the movie. Now, him and his partner, which he normally don't have a partner, but in this one he does. This Chinese American, he gives him crap about it all the time, but he's okay with him being his partner. He's all like, this is the first time I've had a partner that actually a decent partner. But this guy tries this remote control car. They do this whole big ass chase scene with this guy using this remote control car. It was absolutely dumb. It was silly. It was the dumbest chase scene I've ever seen. But anyways, eventually he catches him. He takes him out. And that's pretty much the end of the movie. It's okay. It wasn't that bad. Again, I don't know. The story was actually pretty decent. I actually liked the story, the plot, the whole Deadpool thing. It was different. And the acting was decent. I just didn't think it had a whole lot of action in it. It had a little bit, but not that much. It was a decent movie. It was worth a one-time watch. I didn't think it was the greatest, but it's alright. It's not bad. Check it out. I give it a thumbs up and a thumbs down. It was decent. Check it out for an action flick. Okay, so that's all I have for you this week. If you have any thoughts about what I talked about earlier in the video, please leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you could think of any underrated or B-rated movies you think I may never even heard of, go ahead and leave your suggestions down in the comment section down below, and I'll get to reviewing them as soon as I can. So until next time, I told you you'd be told the truth, and you just been told.